meet new people. The Peacock also has refreshments like
Thursday, breakfast is sausage, gravy, and hash brown. Lunch will be chicken breast with buttered potato rings. And Friday, breakfast is no school, and lunch is still no school. And now for announcements. Silent reading will be fourth period this week. Bring a book. And at-drop forms are available from Miss Olson. Science Olympiad, you have concessions Tuesday. Please sign up in Miss Block's room ASAP. And FBLA meeting.
Yo, Mr. J, you'll never. I had the greatest short film idea.
Agenda will include state leadership and
Mr. J.
blood drive.
Are you alright?
They don't care, Matthew.
What do you mean?
School news. Nobody's watching. They're not listening to morning announcements even.
Probably because of the lack of interest. They don't care what goes on in the school.
We put everything into this. Editing and filming, and what's the point if nobody notices?
You know what you have to do, don't you?
Are you sure?
It's like you said, Mr. J. What's the point if no one notices? What's life without a little bit of fun?
Good morning, Nighthawk Nation. My name is Emily Prasma, your anchor for this week, and welcome to the HPS Upload, where we upload the latest news for you to download. At Hettinger Public School, we empower students to reach their full potential. Now, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now, for some short stories. A mysterious monster has been found doing the gritty. Thankfully, no students were harmed after serious bouts of cringing. 5th grade learned about properties of matter and had to create a robot that could cook for them and tell the difference between basic kitchen ingredients by their properties. They built the robot out of cardboard and added paper, circuit, so they had lights and sensors. Such a fun project. The U.S. government recently banned America's favorite doom-scrolling app, TikTok, over national security concerns. The app briefly shut down on Sunday, but was restored after plans to delay the ban and negotiate new ownership emerged. Its future remains uncertain, with new downloads still on hold amid ongoing legal and political talks. Donald J. Trump was inaugurated as the 47th President of the United States. Making his second non-consecutive term due to frigid temperatures. The ceremony was held inside the Capitol Rotunda, a rare occurrence since 1985. Now for lunch and breakfast. Today's lunch will be corn dogs and smiley fries. Tomorrow's breakfast, will be breakfast sandwich. Tomorrow's lunch will be lasagna rolls with garlic toast. Now for some announcements. Silent reading will be 6th period this week. Bring a book. FBLA members going to state leadership need to confirm with Mr. Fordell by Friday, January 24th. And now let's go to this week's story about the initiative for new Highway 12 banners. Hettinger students and the Chamber are launching a project to boost local businesses and inform travelers about area services. Soon, banners created through this collaboration will line Main Street. Let's take a closer look at how this initiative is taking shape.
Yeah, so this is it's a business communications class, and in developing this particular class, I wanted to work a little outside the box, and so I wanted to pair a couple with the Chamber and see if that would give us an avenue for using those concepts that we talked about in class. It actually originated through Leah Tanska.
So I kind of took him and the kids around to like kind of talk to business owners and, you know, so they can familiarize themselves with who owns the businesses. Well, it was a couple weeks later and he contacted me again and he's like, hey, you know, the kids have a really good idea. They came to me and the kids told me all about their idea for the banners down the highway, which was huge because Dakota Buttes Visitors Council, I was part of that committee. And one of the things they wanted to do was put banners down the highway, but they wanted to do like, you know, welcome to Hettinger banners types of things. And so when the kids proposed that they wanted to highlight the businesses, it's like, yeah, light bulb went off. Like, this is perfect. We can definitely do this.
We knew that we wanted to make these banners, so we were kind of messing around on like Canva and other stuff like that, Photopea, just messing with stuff that like we'd want them to look like. So eventually I found a template on Canva that I really liked, and a couple months later that's the template that we wanted.
We work with so many different people and entities. Like, we work with the ladies at the chamber and we work with all the different businesses, and so just communicating back and forth.
So what's the hardest part about communicating with these businesses?
You can't always email them because then it's waiting on them to respond, and you can't do that. Sometimes you have to go to them.
What excites you most about seeing your work displayed on the road on Highway 12?
I'd say it gives you like a sense of accomplishment, you know, seeing like what you made come into development and being put out there to help advertise for these businesses. Hopefully they get more people.
I'm excited for the colors. I think it would be really cool.
Really streamlined to get with the students and work with them and hook them up with those logos to fill in those gaps and put those on display. The biggest hurdle is working with the dimensions of like a vertical banner like that is, you know, someone's logo might look really, really, really good in the little window that is available for that logo. Mm-hmm. And then some of them didn't look so good. And so dialing in that template, so to speak, to have that uniformity across the board and making sure that all the logos looked as good as they possibly could be to represent those businesses was probably the biggest challenge. Because, you know, not everybody looks nice in the same pair of jeans. You know, we're all built a little different, so.
I think it'll bring a pop of color as not only an advertisement for a local business, a tourism driving business, but just to kind of spruce up Highway 12. When they started the project, Jeremy had worked with them to identify there were 1,600 vehicles on average passing through Hettinger on Highway 12. So that's where this project kind of grew out of as well, was just the sheer number of traffic passing through town in a day.
The nice part about a project like this is that these students, they get a grand scope. Yes, this seems like something very simple. You're working with the chamber, you're designing banners that go up on Highway 12. Well, there's a lot more to it than that. You've got a lot of collaborations, you've got a lot of people to work with, and sometimes that's difficult, sometimes that's seamless, but you've got to work through it at every point in time. I hope that they gained a perspective through this project on that in particular.
Thank you for that story. And now, the question for your homeroom to discuss. What is the term for a word that has the same spelling but different meaning? Homophone, homonym, synonym, or antonym? Find out the answer after today's weather. Thank you. Thank you for that story. Now let's go to Matthew with sports.
Thank you, Emily. Sports was actually pretty active, so let's just go look at the scores.
Next slide, Emily.
So for wrestling, there's a Miles City tournament. Individual results, Nick Dobitz got 6th place. Riley Hasbuck got 7th. Kyra Streleski got 4-2. Trevor Daly got 1st. Good job, Trevor. Nate Dobitz got 1st. Good job, Nate. Brody Sott got 1st as well. Good job, Brody. Dan Scogan got third, Tyler Hofflin got third, and Elijah Tim got third. Good job to all of our wrestlers. Now on to girls basketball. Versus Bowman County, varsity lost 30-67, and versus the Flasher Bulldogs, varsity lost 60-47. And now for boys basketball versus Killdeer, varsity lost 55-79. Versus Beach, they won 52-45, and versus Garrison, they won 55-49. Let's go look at some highlights from our girls and boys basketball games. Ugh. All right, looks like we're having a nice come up here versus the Killdeer Cowboys. Hopefully we get a nice beat drop here. Starting off, Gavin Parnell with the three-pointer. Can we get the timing? No, we cannot. That is unfortunate, but hey, he made the three-pointer. That's pretty impressive, I guess. And now we got Aiden Fisher with a three-pointer. Nice pass here, and up he goes, right into the basket. Congratulations, Aiden. And now we move on to Blake Larson with some decently shoddy camera work here with a nice steal. I mean, he's like, what, 5 inches taller than that guy? It's kind of, it's going to happen. Aiden Fisher with a three-pointer, but I think you'll just have to believe that he made it because we never get to see it. Caden Anderson with a nice three-pointer here. Pass into, there we go, up, and score. Now on to some girls varsity basketball. I believe this is versus, the Bulldogs. There we go. I couldn't remember because I guess I got short-term memory loss. Who knows? Layla Jensen with a nice fast break here. She kind of steals the highlights reel this week because you'll see her name, I believe, 4 more times? I'm not sure. Katie Buckmar with a nice fast break here. Same thing as Layla, except just different person, Basketball's basketball, man. And we got Layla Jensen with a three-pointer, and I believe after this is another three-pointer, so let's find out if my memory serves me right. And yep, there's another three-pointer. I think it's a fast break after this? Not quite sure. Oh yes, and there you see someone on the Bulldog try to do a barrel roll. It's a new move in basketball. Only the pros can pull it off, though. I love the initiative. Katie Buckmeyer with a nice three-pointer from the corner here. Very nice, and scored. And now for the play of the game. Also known as play of the week, but hey, I got official proof. And it's the Caden Anderson three-pointer. Nice pass to Blake, and up he goes. Congratulations. Now on to sports this week. I'm just going to summarize because Mr. J says I can't say all the scores anymore. So, for girls basketball, there's a game on Tuesday and Thursday, or Thusday, I guess. For boys basketball, it's a game on Tuesday. And for wrestling, there is a Friday, Saturday, and double Saturday boys and girls tournament. Now back to you, Emily.
And now let's see what you found from the internet. And now let's go to Frank with some weather.
All right, so for this week, it's cold outside. Deal with it. And now we're going to go on to our weather here. All right, so it was extremely cold on Monday, but thankfully it warms up throughout the week with a little bit of snow on Friday here. But really, that's about all. Back to you, Emily.
Thank you for that weather report, Frank. And now to wrap up our broadcast, the answer to today's question was B, homonym. We would also like to thank Dylan, our producer, and Brianna, our director, for helping us make today's broadcast possible. And that's this week's news broadcast. Please like and subscribe to support this channel. We will see you next Monday at 9.
Located at 213 South, Hettinger, North Dakota 58639. You can reach us at 701-637-0102. Again, that was 701-637-0102.
At Encompass Therapy, we're leading the way to better mobility in Southwest North Dakota and Northwest South Dakota. With over 75 years of combined experience, our team delivers top-notch, in-home and clinic-based physical therapy tailored to your unique needs. Whether it's orthopedic, neurological, or pediatric care, we're here to empower you.
I'm growing up on a farm. I care for all creatures, and someday, maybe the two-legged kind.
I'm a gymnast. I want to know what makes the human body work. Maybe radiology is for me. My mom and dad are physicians. I might just be a surgeon.
I've grown up on a farm. I can sew an eye and make it heal. What's your superpower?
I can save a life because West River showed us all how to do CPR and how to use an AED.
We are the future.
We are the future.
We are the future.
Find your happy place. Start with our soft serve ice cream or indulge in 16 fantastic flavors of hard serve, sundaes, and milkshakes topped with whipped cream and a cherry. Then, savor our never frozen burgers, amazing fries, fresh salads, zesty lemonades, and much more. Family owned, always fresh, and perfect for any occasion. Rusty's is where great taste meets great times.